You should fire your agency. Black Friday edition, volume 3. So volume number 1, we talked about why running a site-wide discount or discounting your prices on Black Friday at all is a terrible idea that's going to set you up for failure. In volume number 2, we got to what you should actually be doing to improve your EBITDA next year so that you can actually begin to use quarter 4 of 2021 to increase your business in 2022 by 50, 100, to 200%. And now we're going to get into why Q4, if you disrespect it and you don't appreciate what you're supposed to do, could actually put you out of business or fundamentally challenge your ability to advertise on Facebook at all. Let's get to the bottom of this. First thing I want to do, though, is say thank you for taking a look at these videos. I really appreciate it. And if you find value in this stuff, go ahead and subscribe. If you really like this or you have some questions, go ahead and share it with your friends or comment below with things. And if you're struggling with the agency that you do have and you want to take things in the house, and you want to actually be the master of your own domain and truly understand, learn how to fish and truly understand how to work Facebook ads in a sustainable fashion that delivers repeatable results with system and process, while also understanding how to prioritize business development on the back of a very trustworthy growth platform for the scaling of your business model, I have an application below for the Facebook Ads MBA program. This is exactly what I do for big businesses around the world, 7- and 8-figure businesses, so far on 4 different continents, and I'd love to help you out too. That all being said, let's get to it. So why, if you fuck up Q4, could it fundamentally destroy your ability to advertise on Facebook or even make you go out of business? Well, built around 3 individual things. Number 1, do you have enough product to sell to 10,000 customers? Shipment, especially with COVID, especially in high times, we already have issues around fulfilling orders when there isn't a global pandemic. If you're relying on acquiring a ton of new customers, who, by the way, you're running a discount on, so you're training them to disrespect you, you're sacrificing LTV and your profit margin on all of those customers. If you then have a slew of new people come in and you're not even able to fulfill your order, what's going to happen is you lost a lot of money and opportunity cost to tell a whole bunch of people that you're not really good at what you're trying to do, and ultimately inhibit your ability to even deliver service. What that's ultimately going to do is tank your page score on Facebook. Now, if your page score on Facebook drops below, they have a ranking system. If it drops below a 2, you won't even be able to advertise on Facebook anymore. If your ad agency right now is saying what we want to do is run a discount to acquire as many customers as possible, and they're not even asking about your ability to fulfill and do shipment. I had an agency, high regard, on Twitter tell me, shipment delays aren't our problem. Fuck them. It's absolutely your problem. If your agency doesn't take into account that if you do what they say, you might not even be allowed to advertise on Facebook next year, it is fundamentally their problem. And if they're not capable of understanding that, appreciating that, or planning for that with you, you should fire them right now. If you deliver a bad service to people enough that it becomes a red flag to the platform, Facebook will kick you off, because their objective is to deliver a high quality user experience to the end user, the Facebook user. You have the privilege of reaching these individuals. If you are a liability to their business model, which is selling attention for profit, then you will no longer have that privilege. If people come to you, buy a whole bunch of products, and you went out of your way to try to acquire a whole bunch of them at a very low margin, because hopefully you're going to try to compete because somehow Jeff Bezos didn't beat you on lowest price right now, and paying more money to make less money is somehow a good idea for you. It's like, well, we'll get volume. You acquired a whole bunch of people that are going to be really upset with you. You might have the language in place to say, well, legally we're protected. But how many people are you going to be upset? 500? 5,000? 20,000 people? How many individuals are you not going to be able to deliver product on time for? Between Black Friday and the holiday season, you might have a month-long delay. You might have a 2-week. You might have a 3-month or 6-month delay in shipment. If it's not, I'll put it this way. If you don't have the product in your warehouse right now, you shouldn't be advertising towards it. most likely. Unless it is leaving the port in like LA or New York or Miami, wherever, right now, you're probably done. If it's on a ship currently, right now, and they decide to put a 6-month hold on the wait time to even get that ship into port, that puts your delivery time somewhere mid-December, mid-January, February. And what will happen over that time is, because you have presented yourself as a liability by being a low integrity partner to the Facebook platform, your advertising costs are going to skyrocket. Your Q1 is probably going to be a complete shit show. Now, maybe you work Q2, everybody gets the things, you've been working on customer service, you're going to be good to go. And by summer, you're good. Which basically means the volume of the mistake that you invested heavily in magnifying over Q4 is going to be remedied right around the time that nobody wants to fucking buy anything. Do you have a 6 to 9 month runway of money to get yourself through all of that? Maybe you do, in which case, mazel tov to you. If you're willing to set Facebook on fire and struggle for 9 months because what we're really going to do is acquire a whole bunch of customers that don't value us, and that's your business model, go for it. I'm here to tell you, though, the chances of that working out poorly for you is astronomical. Now, we're not just saying that it's going to be really expensive for you, because it's going to be. Your Q1 is almost, you are going to see your CPMs spike because your page score goes down, because the customer experience with your brand is getting to be really bad because somebody else is able to deliver that product and somebody is just really upset with you for basically taking advantage of them. But you invested in doing that to a ton more people than you would have normally. So you've amplified the problem instead of mitigating for it. The point here is, if you're not able to do business the way that you think you're going to be, that you want to, spending the next couple of months amplifying the magnitude of that issue will only make it more and more difficult in Q1 and Q2 of next year for you to even remain on the platform. And you might be able to stay on it, but it's going to get so expensive that it's bad business for you to play. So if it becomes bad business for you to play, or you risk even being kicked off the platform entirely, is that really worth the massive investment in bringing in a whole bunch of customers that are bad for you anyway? My 2 cents, as somebody that has developed $100 million, $200, $300, $400, $500 million of revenue for 7- and 8-figure brands many, many times over the years. Just something I'm trying to bring to your attention. If you find value in this, go ahead and subscribe. There's a bunch of videos YouTube might think that you would like. And until next time, I'll see you on the internet. Bye.